Hello and welcome to the Jeddah Street circuit, where the excitement is building for what I'm sure will be an exciting Formula 2 race here in Saudi Arabia. So let's examine the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see, this has the potential to be a very challenging track for our young F2 drivers. We'll get a good chance to see which of them have been able to best capitalise on their time spent here in practice earlier this weekend. Unlike the other street circuits on the calendar, the lack of runoff is going to make sections of this track very punishing if the drivers get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid having to bring out the safety car this time around. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight into what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. They are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive and all of the drivers know that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's... strategy available on the MFD.
so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for ART today. ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lucas increases their championship lead. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Lucas.
And now a look at the team standings. ART have extended their lead over the championship. Meanwhile, Prima have Greetings and welcome to Jeddah for what promises to be a thrilling Formula 2 race. So an interesting circuit, Jeddah. Like some other street circuits in the Formula 2 calendar, it's likely to present a formidable technical challenge with a number of challenging turns for our young drivers to master. Plus, it's a hot track, and that high temperature has some big implications for tyre performance that they'll need to keep in mind in order to secure a good result. Well then, after an exciting session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lucas lines up on pole position, and Liam Lawson completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Pourchaire, Vips, Marcus Armstrong, and Sato, Drugovic, Williams, Sargent, Dennis Hauger, Gashaw, Calderon, Ollie Caldwell, Enzo Fittipaldi, Hughes, Novalak, Daruvala, Ayumu Iwasa, Dewitt, Cordial, Boschon, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao, Alex. It's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
so we're leading our teammate by 0.5 seconds. final lap of the race. Gap behind us is...
Guys, thank you so much. You've been great all weekend. To everyone back in the factory, on the pit wall, you've been amazing.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
So as they climb out of the car, the ART team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car that works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ART GP winners today. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Lucas increases their championship lead. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Lucas.
On to the teams then. ART have extended their lead over the championship. There was also a strong showing from the Virtuosi team today as they make their way up the standings. That's the end of today's race. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure you'll agree it was a great race and sets us up nicely for the next instalment in a few weeks' time. Take care. From Davide and I, it's goodbye.